I'm forced to do this video, just a quick short video, because of the comment you can see on your screen now from somebody who watched my video, my interview on what's it called now, Nigeria Info. And the reason why I do this, I'm doing this recording because I want anybody who is a male victim, or if you are somebody who is looking out for the interest of a male victim of abuse or whatever, a survivor, whatever I choose to call it himself at this point in time, and somebody has suggested to you that you should seek therapy, believe me, I say this with every sense of responsibility, and I'm going to give you a reason. In the Nigerian social space, it is going to be very difficult for you to find a properly trained psychotherapist or any other mental health professional that can give you the kind of therapy you need to rebuild and all these things she's talked about. I am well aware of the need for therapy. For anybody, there's nobody who is made of stone. We're all human beings. When you experience trauma, therapy can be beneficial. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. However, here's what I've learned the hard way too. I tried very hard to believe in the system. In fact, I was told by one of the key people I went to meet to allow the system to work for me. I did that, and I saw that the system was deliberately designed to abuse me as a male victim. Please understand, I'm not talking about women, I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about a man looking for help as a victim of abuse. And I'm telling you, the system is rigged against you from day one. You are going to be subjected to mental and other forms of abuse, including emotional, not just by the person that is your abuser, but even by the people you are going to report to. And that includes even the professionals they send you to. I'm telling you, take it. In Nigeria, I didn't say in America, I didn't say in Ghana, I didn't say in Benin Republic, I said in Nigeria. I don't care where you are in Nigeria. There is a mental attitude that is cultivated in the Nigerian social space where abuse is literally normalized. Even the professional in the field of mental health normalizes abuse in the way they talk to you. They are telling you what's your problem now about something they should be protesting. Why did you say that to him? Why did you do that to him? This happened to me. Lawyers functioning in social welfare fields where they have to intervene between couples that are having issues, where a particular person within the relationship has been found to be abusive and causing harm to the other person, and you will hear them talking to the person as if he's their enemy. I mean, they're talking to the victim. This has been done to me by lawyers supposedly trained, who will be telling you they've been in date for a long time and they are NGO, and you will see the way they are behaving. Even when they see the other party is at fault, but because the party is a woman, they will subject you to bashing, verbal and otherwise. Therefore, I put a question mark on any professional, with few exceptions, in the mental health field that is going to offer therapy to any male victim. I believe that because of social pressures from what people have accepted as normal, I believe that it is very unlikely that most of them will be able to function normally to the benefit of their clients if it's a man. I want to warn you as a man, if you want to seek help from it for therapy, be very careful before you submit yourself to the ministrations of anybody who says is a mental health professional in Nigeria. I have said it again. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. There will be exceptions. But I believe the exceptions are few and far between. Why? Because in a space of 12 years, believe me, I have only had 2 instances where the issue of seeing a therapist came up. Those 2 instances came from a government parastatal, and those 2 instances, they never made it go through. In fact, I eventually experienced abuse, secondary abuse, at the hands of people they referred me to. It's not about money. I'm going to say it again. And so I'm telling you, why am I telling you this? Because sometimes therapy is seen that the thing that will help you to heal. What is the point of going to a place where you're expecting to heal if you don't open up and let the person have access to you? And then the person does, and then does damage to you. There are many ways people can abuse you. Sometimes a look of the eye. Sometimes a simple statement about your circumstance, something you have revealed to the person. How are mental health professionals, if are professionals in this field, okay, of social welfare and mental health and all of that, helping people to rebuild, all those kind of things, how are the professionals in Nigeria, how do they behave? Many of them are people that are looking at it as a means to an end only and nothing else. So this is chop. So the way they go about it is that they actually use their clients to make money. So first of all, there's the issue of money. This person is trying to earn a living and sees you as a ticket to money. that is easier for them to do with a female client than a male client. So you are in trouble already. They are seeing you as a liability. They may be forced to take you on for whatever reason. Hopefully you have the money to pay, but still doesn't mean you get the value from them, because they are driven by a set of motivations that, look, all of them, go and check, where are the professionals practicing? NGOs that are providing for women and children. How many NGOs have you seen doing anything for men? And how many of them have you heard got a report that a man was being abused and took action to do anything about it? These people all work with psychologists. Why don't you have psychologists who are catering to the needs of men and doing, podcasts and all that, offering support to men? Because the money is where the children and women are. So I'm going to say to you again, the advice by this woman is wonderful. It's on my YouTube post. Yes, it is ideal. Kevin Samuel talks about it all the time. Nobody is made of stone. There's nobody that does not need help. But I warn you, please do your due diligence before you submit yourself to any Nigeria-based Nigerian provider of mental health support, therapy, or what have you for men. As a man, I warn you, so that you do not. This is what pushes some people over the edge and makes them go and commit suicide, because the people they are dealing with that they thought will save them turned on them and started talking to them. And I went to a particular government pastor, supposedly a place where they would even support me with legal and all that. The kind of verbal bashing I got from that woman within 15 minutes of being there, honestly, if I was not well put together in terms of my intellect, in terms of my my mental resilience, I think that day I would have probably felt like going to jump in front of a vehicle. The way she talked down to me and talked, oh my God, it was like she had an issue with me before I even stepped into her office. And if she did, she certainly wasn't professional in the way she handled this. But bottom line, I left that place convinced that I was not going to go back to her. I was supposed to go there for help, and I knew it was the last person I wanted to work with to solve my problem. And thankfully, I went back and I solved my problem. I wanted access to my kids. I got access to my kids with my own efforts, working with the teachers. So I urge you, as a man who is a victim, or somebody who is trying to support a man who is a victim, be careful the way you decide to go for therapy. You are not in America. I warn you. So to round up, what I'm trying to say in essence is that if you're going to go for therapy, please just do your due diligence. As for me, like I said, this is something that got me to do so much reading. I learned so much. Oh my God, I have interfaced with so many organizations. I became a top fan of What Mankind Initiative in the UK. They have been in existence for I think about 12 years. They've been helping men get people locked up. Bad women have been locked up in the UK. The founder of Mankind, what's his name now? He's a knight of the British Empire. They were able to get laws passed to favor men. So, I've been able to kind of use the knowledge I gained from them to help myself. So there are a lot of the stories you guys are hearing now on my channel are things that happened years ago. So I mean, for instance, if you are talking about all the physical abuse, all the injuries, that's way back in 2018, and then as far back as 2008. I mean, so I'm just bringing stories up because I think it's time to unmask the monster. Especially because some things she's doing now, after they've shown the negative impact on my kids, my boys, one of my boys, I'm having to do some special work on him now. He's come back on his own to me. I look at the damage she's done, and I think if I don't really expose her more, she probably won't stop at all. So that's the only reason why these stories are coming out now. It's not like this is happening recently to me. So if anything, not only have I rebuilt myself, I'm doing extremely well in my work. My productivity is back to the kind of levels it was before I had to return to Nigeria in 2017 after the setback when she accused me of trying to use her for sacrifice, and I lost a lot of money on the house I rented. So I've come a long way, and that's why I'm able to offer the kind of support I'm offering now. But I do acknowledge that everybody needs help, everybody needs support, but sometimes you may not get it, and you may find that it may not be in your best interest to even try and get it from those that are offering it, because many times they don't have your best interest at heart. That is the truth. There's a song I sang for Lumide, the show host. I just read out the lyrics to him. I'm going to read out the lyrics now, but I'm going to do a special video on it. It's called Sweet Dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I traveled across the world and 7 seas. Everybody is looking for something. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused by you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. And basically that's a summary of what the person who's a vulnerable person, for instance, as an abused man, you are a vulnerable person. You're a vulnerable person. That is what you're going to find yourself battling, especially in the Nigerian social space. I wish you luck as you try to navigate the jungle of this environment, especially when it regards to do with getting help as an abused person. And like I said, if you need help, please reach out to me. If nothing else, you have somebody that you listen to you without judgment. That's one of the things that are very difficult to find in Nigeria. I wish you well.